By Sierra Leonean standards, the house was above average, but by Australian and United States standards, it was marginal at best. There was only sporadic electric power available at the house. When the power would come on every few days, it only lasted for about an hour, so there was no air conditioning in the house to relieve the occupants from the tropical heat and humidity. Municipal water was unavailable, so their water came from a well on the compound that had to be pumped to a tank. They cooked on a propane gas stove and used a generator for power. The kitchen, such as it was, did double duty as the chapel and cooking area. The weather was another challenge. There are 2 seasons in Sierra Leone. The rainy season, with its cataclysmic downpours, runs from May through October, and the dry season lasts from mid-November through May. Rats and cockroaches are a constant nuisance in houses. Mosquitoes are active after sunset, spreading malaria far and wide. At night, packs of wild dogs roamed the streets in front of the mission house. The animals made terrible noises, making sleep difficult. Security was always an issue. Calling the police and expecting immediate help was problematic at best. Resources were scarce. Father THEMI and his group had to be self-reliant in every respect and simply learn to adjust to their new situation. Their daily prayers in the kitchen chapel helped to provide courage, endurance, and strength. There were other problems the mission faced in its initial days: criminal conduct and tribal tensions. The house on Babadori Hill came with a house manager, Hassan Kamara, a young Muslim man. Hassan's job was to ensure the house ran as smoothly as possible, provide a steady water supply from the well, start the generator whenever electricity was required, and ensure the house had an acceptable level of cleanliness. Hassan also ran errands at the local shops. His behavior towards the missionaries was always respectful and polite. So it was surprising one afternoon when the police came to the house and arrested Hassan. The missionaries were busy that day and had not noticed that the car, which Father THEMI had brought from Kenya, was missing. The police asked to see Father THEMI. He came down to the main gate facing the road and saw Hassan in police detainment. A crowd had gathered because of the law enforcement presence. Father wondered, was Hassan trying to sell the car? Was he simply going on a joyride that turned sour? Father had no idea what Hassan's motivation was to take the vehicle. The police officer explained, "If you lay charges, we will take him to the cell. He will face the court and either pay the damages or go to jail." The crowd was now fully involved in the situation, hurling insults at Hassan and apologizing to Father THEMI. They knew Hassan would not be able to pay damages, so jail was the only just solution. Hassan was on his knees with fear and tears in his eyes, crying out for mercy. As each moment passed, the crowd became angrier. They were shocked when Father THEMI said, "In accordance with our faith, which is based on the teachings of Jesus, I am quite willing to forgive him. I therefore press no charges and will pay for any damages." The crowd, the police, and the neighbors looking in from their fences were stunned. At first, the throng was eerily silent, but then they broke out in protest. Father THEMI stood firm. "I forgive him. Let him go." The police had no choice. They released Hassan. He crawled to where Father THEMI was standing, with tears pouring down his jaws, profusely thanking him for his mercy. "It is Jesus who forgives you, not I. Do not repeat this again," THEMI admonished. This was a life-changing moment for Hassan. In due time, and after much reflection, he would ask to be baptized an Orthodox Christian. His baptismal name was Alexander. Alexander is now Father Alexander, a priest of the Orthodox Church mission.